What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Gage, Horne, bringing you guys an awesome video for you guys today. Guess what, guys? I am 21 years old. 21 years old? This is crazy. I'm 21. Time to drink it up. 21. 21, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 21. Okay. As you guys can see, this is a different setup because I got my own apartment. What up, though? What up, though? My own apartment. Check it out. Check it out. Yeah, no. I would just... Yeah. No. 21 and still living with the parents. Get it. Get it. This is the way to be. Get it. Get it. Poor little college kid. What up? What up, though? But guess what? I am 21 though. You know what that means? We gon' get drunk. I went and bought me my first alcohol ever. My first alcohol is alcohol. Yeah, I'm just kidding. This is cider. Let's get it. All right, let's get down to business. I am 21 years old and I will not be drinking on my 21st birthday. I actually don't drink. I'm actually a little clean guy. Hell nah, I ain't fucking Mormon, but hell nah, I ain't gonna drink and smoke because I'm a dancer. I need a clean body, baby. Yes, clean body inside. But for my 21st video vlog, I want to talk about some stuff that I went through and some tips for you guys to go through life, some positive ideas, some positive tips, some positive stuff that would have helped me so long ago. I wish I knew these things when I was like just even 18 years old. Oh, I wish. But I'm gonna help you guys, especially for you guys that are college students or have dreams or goals. I'm gonna tell you guys some stuff that really helped me. Yes, I am only 21 years old. I have a lot more life to go, but I'm gonna tell you right now, I have learned a lot, and I think it will really help people that do have goals in the future, things that they want to become or do, and just things that you want to aim for. I think I have some tips for you guys. Let's get it. So I want to explain it like this. There's Gage 2.0 when I was 18, and then there's Gage 2.1. Ha, get it? Gage? Cause I'm 21? Yeah, okay. But I want to explain it like this. There's Gage 2.1, who I am now, and there was Gage 2.0 when I was 18. So there is somewhat of an upgrade, so I can tell you guys the difference between these and to tell you guys what would have helped my 2.0 Gage a lot. First thing, life itself will never get easier. Wait a minute. Dude, you lying? Are you lying to these kids? Are you lying to these kids, man? Life does not get easier. Let me explain. Life itself gets much harder. It really does. But how you go about life actually does get easier. So let me explain a little bit. I'm gonna compare this to how you study in high school. Think of your freshman year when you're in high school. You don't really know how to study. So you're so lost. You don't know where to study, how to study, what helps you study. And then you just kind of don't even like learn the material, right? But later on, you know, your sophomore, junior year, you really learn chewing gum helps you study. Listening to music helps you study. Studying with friends helps you study. Setting a set time to study helps you study. And then you actually begin to learn the material, right? Well, by your senior year, you've learned all these things of how to handle studying, right? Your senior year, you still have to study. You still have to get through it, which is still going to be hard. It is going to be very, very hard, and it will be much harder because you're dealing with much harder material. But your mentality, your mental cycle of how you take studying in changes everything, right? The minute you get an assignment, you go home and you know exactly what to do. You get a piece of gum, you turn on your music, and you get studying. But now you have this kind of rubric of what you're gonna do. That's what I mean when life gets easier. Life will never get easier. You're gonna run into so many obstacles and things you cannot control. It's gonna be different for everybody. And I mean different for everybody. Think of like even a rapper. A rapper is gonna have problems with a $1 million album, right? Even though it's a $1 million album and everyone else would be like, oh, well, I wish my problems would have to deal with a $1 million album so I can make millions more off of it. No, all of our problems are going to be different, but they're going to be just as hard. As for that rapper that has a $1 million album, they're going to have to work so hard to find beats and wordplay to fit over their songs and to work with producers and other artists, and it's going to be tough times. As for a college student, I mean, these are completely different, huge and smaller and bigger issues, but they're different, but we all will have issues. I mean, a college student over here is going to have issues with, you know, how they like their professors, how they study, how they work with other college students, how they learn from professors. They're going to have their own issues. Everyone is going to have issues, no matter how big or small or how different. Always remember that. Just start focusing on a rubric, how you handle these situations. This is something I wish I knew when I was younger. I wish when I was 18 years old, I knew how to handle when situations hit me. For example, an issue that's really hard to understand is when someone passes away. When I lost my grandma, I didn't know how to handle it. I didn't know how to go through that kind of pain and that kind of realization of I will never see that person again. That is something that is still to this day blows my mind. I didn't know how to grasp the idea of never talking to someone ever again. Like, you just literally never could, if you wanted to, talk to that person or look that person in the eyes ever again. It drove me crazy. But after time, I learned how to kind of cope with that pain. Now, since then, I've learned a lot of ways to cope. I had a couple other people and things pass away or go on to where I couldn't speak to people, or I lost things, but I already had this rubric of how to kind of cope with that pain. I just remembered that life will always be good, to laugh, to smile, to talk to friends, to always talk about it. Like, I have this rubric, so when these bad things happen, I have this rubric that I can go and talk to and be positive and laugh and smile and just overall be positive. That's my rubric that goes on everything, is just be positive. Positivity helps with everything in life, my friends. That's leading into lesson 2. Be positive in life, be positive whatever. Be positive with everything in life, because so many things will hit you. Just remember to be happy and be positive. If you are internally positive about any situation, the situation will end up becoming positive, or you will learn from that situation, or you'll learn to cope with that situation, or you'll learn how to get over with that situation. You'll learn how to just deal with that situation as a whole. Positivity has always helped me, even when I lost people, when I failed things, when I wanted to give up. Positivity always brought me back on my feet and showed me the way. It's like I'm talking about God. But let your positivity be God. Let your positivity be you. Let your positivity be anything. Just let it be internally in you. It sounded sexual, but seriously, let the positivity grasp you and let that positivity just go ham. That was even more sexual. The third one I just wanted to say real quick is to always love and respect family. Family is your everything. Family has loved you. Family has taken care of you. Family is just everything. I believe if you always love and respect your family, you will become a very emotional and lovable person yourself. It's the reference, treat people as you want to be treated. Family is a very important step in this process, because family is everything in life. Family is what got us here. Family is what shaped us. So always love and respect your family. This is just a small note, but I just wanted to say this because family literally is everything. Family has been there since birth, and family will be here till the end. Number 4. Man, I look like Hugh Jackman. This is the most important thing I learned out of life, and I think this is something that will stick with everyone forever. I wish someone told me this one a lot earlier, because it would have helped so much more and I would have focused more on this tip. Listen to your elders and listen to the people around you. Now, I don't mean listen to people that have big ideas. Like, oh man, I have an idea, I want to do this. Oh man, I want to do this. And they talk and talk and talk and talk. Don't listen to the people that say they're going to do something and never do it. Don't listen to someone that has no motivation. Don't listen to someone that says they're going to do big things but they never even leave their house. Don't listen to someone that can't keep their own word. These are people you want to avoid, and it's a lot broader than that. Don't focus on these people. They're pretty simple and pretty easy to find because of the people that talk a lot but never get things done. So focus on that part. But listen to the successful people around you. This is the most important. Listen to the successful people around you, the people that are in college, the people that have goals and are working toward these goals. Focus on these people. And this can go low as local artists, even like a local band or something like that. In most communities, there's always tons and tons of bands. But focus on these bands. Although every band won't make it huge, these bands have tips and tricks of how they get gigs or shows, or how they're chasing their dream, or how they're finding success. Focus on artists in general, because artists are a huge one that literally have goals and things that they do to prep towards these goals, and how they get there, and how creatively. I know I'm narrowing it down, but artists in general, because artists are so creative and they find different ways to get closer to their goal or closer to their art and closer to their form. They have to be creative and diverse thinkers to find different ways to be different than other artists around them. There's a million other dancers out there. There's a million other bands out there or musicians or things. So they have to literally think very creative to make themselves unique and to stand out inside of a crowd. So be sure to take notes on like elders, because elders have lived through life and they have plenty of tips. Elderly people have lived through life. They know how it goes. They know the tips. They know the tricks. They know better ways, and they've been through pain, misery, and love. They know a lot. They have literally been through this process that we are at the very beginning stage of. Take notes on elderly people. They know. This is something I really didn't pay attention to at the beginning, but now once I learned this tip, I pay so much attention to how my grandparents and other elderly people, how they act and how they feel and how they think and how all of these things. I always take tips and tricks from them. Another group of people to take notes on is successful people. Successful people are very important. Even if their measure of success is either money or self-satisfaction, listen to these successful people and see how they got there and how they got that mental ability to work so hard towards their dream. Everyone is different, but when you start talking to these people and you see how they got through things or how they achieved their goal, you can start taking these ideas and putting them on your own. I mean, these are people that have been through the process and they can give you tips and tricks to literally get through. And it could be any kind of successful person. It can just be a person that graduated college, a successful person that just started a restaurant or something very small like that. It doesn't have to be big, successful, millionaires and such, just people that achieved the dream that they wanted. How did they stick towards that dream? How did they finally achieve that dream? What was their steps to get to their final goal? Ask these questions. These are very important because you literally are building a knowledge base for yourself. That is why it's so important to listen to these people, to listen to successful people, to take notes, because you are building a knowledge base in your head and you can find different ways. So when situations happen, you can use these different ways that you just learned from all these independent people to get through them in your own individual way. These are all just things that I learned very recently in the last couple years I've been in college, but they are so very important. I mean, I knew some of them and I know they're pretty obvious, but these are things that you really should keep in your head and really, really focus on. I mean, I always listened to stories about my grandparents, but I never really took it internally. I never really asked questions, but now that I know about it, I am constantly asking questions of how they got there and how they got their dream job and how they passed through college. I ask these questions because it's literally giving me all the knowledge that I need to achieve my dream. I hope these tips will help you guys in your lifelong journey. Again, I am only 21 years old. I'm only Gage 2.1. There's people out there that are 2.8, 3.5, and 5.10 that I'm still studying. But I wanted to give you guys these tips so I can help the people that are 2.0 or 1.5 or a little bit lower on this scale. I'm just 2.1 and I'm still learning, but I hope we can help each other and I hope that we can grow and become better people. My goals consist of becoming a professional artist and graduating college and finding myself a beautiful home. These are very small but big goals that I need to take individual steps to get, and I still have a lot to learn, but I'm just sharing some of the things that I already know with you guys, and I hope they really do help you guys, because these are things that have really stuck with me or really helped me through hard times, or just really helped me improve myself and my personality and my goals and my strength in general. But all in all, the best thing for everything is just to be positive. Thank you guys for watching my 21st birthday. I've been stuck in my room for a couple hours now on my 21st birthday, so I need to get out and party. I'm gonna go see Beauty and the Beast. I hope you guys have a beautiful night. I love you guys' faces, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out.